There we go. All right, when does inspiration become plagiarism? An excellent video by Ryuku Sensei. Day 452 as to why is bro's mic floating.
Of flattery until someone gets a lawyer involved. And once again, we're seeing another round of plagiarism accusations being thrown around the gacha space. Yesterday, a new trailer dropped for Granblue Fantasy Relink Endless Ragnarok, and Honkai Star fans spotted someone who looked all too familiar. Lucilius, otherwise known as Lucifer in the original Japanese. Many were quick to head to comment just how much he looked like Phainon, with some calling him an outright ripoff. The thing is though, they were setting themselves up for failure. But just instead of jumping on the bandwagon to beat on them, I thought this could...
Hold up. Wait. Okay, Hotori, shut the fuck up. Give me 1 second. I just want to say, I was clearly joking, guys. Alright, I was clearly fucking joking. So he's not referring to me, right? I am in fact joking, because this is in fact a joke. So I just want to say, I'm innocent. Alright, anyways.
Could be a teachable moment for everyone out there, no matter which side you're on. So in this video, I want to explain the timeline behind these characters and answer the question, is it an homage or a cheap ripoff? And also there's a comment from the original artist to see what they have to say about the whole thing. With that being said, my name is Ryuku Sensei, and this is the difference between an homage and plagiarism. I've already given you the basic rundown of what happened at the beginning. New trailer dropped.
Wait,
HSR
Jenna,
fans called...
can you please just do me a favor? Can you watch the Asmongold video? So you react to the 40-minute video, then I react to you reacting after 4 reacts. So it'll be like 3 reacts on the original react. Thank you.
One of the characters of Phainon ripoff.
Bro, it's free, bro.
There's a huge firestorm online, absolutely dogpiling on them because, as it turns out, Lucilius isn't a ripoff of Phainon, rather Phainon is a ripoff of Lucilius, or homage. I'm not sure which, we're gonna get to that. While Endless Ragnarok is set to release 1 month from now on July 9th, 2026, Granblue Fantasy is a long-running and beloved series,
download a game for 3 hours.
in Japan. Granblue Fantasy originally released as a mobile browser game more than 10 years ago on March 10th, 2014. It is considered to be one of the grandfathers of modern mobile gaming, particularly in the gacha genre. I have a video talking about the history of gacha story here, and a large part of that is due to Granblue. In the original...
I was gonna say, Genshin Impact is a Chinese game
part of that
20.
is due to Granblue. In the original Granblue Fantasy, Lucilius was released on March 7th, 2019, whereas Honkai Star Rail released on April 26th, 2023, and Phainon wasn't even seen until the version 3.0 update in January of 2025. So while Endless Ragnarok is a new game, Lucilius as a character is not a new character. The accusations that he is a ripoff of Phainon were laughable on their face, but
you know what this feels like? This feels like a teacher. Bro, I mean, he is a sensei, right? This feels like a teacher telling Goo Gaga kindergartners, like, actually, character A came before character B. You know what this reminds me of? Bro, I swear to fucking God, right? When I was talking about, like, this unit from, like, Counter-Strike, bro, half my chat was like, is that a Karambina ripoff? Is that a Karambina ripoff? Is that a Karambina ripoff? Is that... Shut the actual fuck up, bro. Bro came out 20 years before Karambina, bro. Bro came out when Karambina was still a sperm cell, bro. So that's kind of fun now, if I can say so myself. Goddamn, bro.
Lucilius isn't even the first character to have this design. The first one is actually Lucifer in Rage of Bahamut from back in 2013. Even though Rage of Bahamut and Granblue Fantasy are different games with no official connection to one another, they are both made by side games, and Rage of Bahamut is seen as a direct precursor that influences a lot of the characters seen in Granblue. So this character has been out for almost a decade at this point, which brings us to the question, does that mean Phainon is an homage or a ripoff? Well, it depends. And to answer that question, first we need to understand the difference between these two things.
It depends.
So let's start with the basics. In theory,
Depends.
an homage is an intentional public nod to a source.
Bro, Cole, can we have
relies
a it
on
depends?
the audience knowing the original.
Can we have a it depends emote and then call it vague posting? You know what those vague posting posts? It depends.
If you're Quentin Tarantino
depends.
and you dress the bride in a yellow
Bro, I
tracksuit,
never
you're not
say it
trying
depends,
to
bro.
trick people into thinking you invented yellow
How do you think I got
tracksuits.
cancelled
You're
for greed and
inviting the audience
stupidity?
into a
It's
secret
because I
handshake
never
with the
say it
history
depends.
of cinema.
I say what I mean and I
Plagiarism,
mean
on
what I
the
say,
other
bro.
hand, is built on
Sometimes too
deception.
much.
It's taking someone else's unique expression and passing it off as your own. The goal of a plagiarist is for
It
the
depends.
audience to never find the original source. There's a quote that's often attributed to Picasso that
Okay,
says,
wait, actually, okay, wait. To correct myself, right? Saying it depends is okay. If you say it depends on what? You can't just end off a sentence with it depends. So, for example, if you ask me, is Akron better or is Facial better? Then I would say it depends on if you are a casual or an elitist. If you end that off with just it depends, you are literally just vague posting, right? So if I do say it depends, I will say what it depends on. Is it depending on my dick or your dick or like what is it, bro? What is it?
good
right?
artists copy, great artists steal. He didn't actually say that, but people think he did. Actually, the quote was popularized more by Steve Jobs. Now, that sounds edgy, doesn't it? Just steal everything and who cares what others think? That's what Chads do, right? But what this quote
Chad.
actually means is something very
And there it is.
different. It actually goes back as far as 1892 in an article by W.H. Davenport Adams titled Imitators and Plagiarists. The original read as great poets imitate and improve, whereas small ones steal and spoil. That sounds like the opposite, but it's not. In fact, the famous poet and playwright T.S. Eliot even chimed in with a version that leaves no room for ambiguity. Immature poets imitate, mature poets steal.
Wow.
Bad poets deface what they take,
Educational
and good poets
content, bro.
make it into something better, or at
Wow.
least something different. Even today, this same ideology can be found all throughout YouTube. Ludwig has popularized the term yoink and twist, which has the same idea at its very core.
I
stole the shit out of it!
But twisting it isn't always enough to stay out of court. Take Sergio Leone's A Fistful of Dollars. It's a masterpiece, but it's also a shot-for-shot, beat-for-beat remake of Akira Kurosawa's Yojimbo. The problem was Leone didn't give Kurosawa credit, and Kurosawa eventually sued, famously writing to Leone, "It is a very fine film, but it's my film." The tricky part in all of this is that you can't copyright an idea. You can't own the idea of a group of people trapped in a house by monsters. That's a trope. You can't even own the visual of a bike sliding down a road. But you do own the expression of that idea. That specific dialogue, the specific camera angles, the specific character names. Plagiarism usually lives in the specifics. Reddit, Twitter, and other online forums are always full of debates whether something is plagiarism or an homage, such as Inception versus Paprika, The Hunger Games versus Battle Royale,
Oh,
and
bro.
now
Oh, y'all need to watch this, by the way. Wait.
such as Inception versus Paprika.
Oh, y'all need to watch this. Bro, I just watched this. Like, I think like last month on like my friend's place. Like we were having like a dinner party. Oh my god, it was so fucking trippy, bro. It's like the weirdest anime movie that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's a soup. I can't even describe if it's like good or bad. It's like it's so unique. It's a very
Sounds
very
like Bucko taking all the full-length video for his react and adding his shit thoughts.
oh absolutely. But as I was saying, bro, this Paprika film, right? There was just one final part in the movie. I'm not gonna spoil. Bro, it has a giant dust, bro. But yeah, very
The Hunger
nice
Games
movie.
versus Battle Royale, and now Phainon and Lucifer. Personally, I think that true homage is about standing on the shoulders of giants to reach something new, whereas plagiarism is just hiding behind the giant so no one sees that you're not actually standing at all. I've seen this conversation play out many times over and over in the gacha space specifically, but the truth is that the line between homage and plagiarism isn't easily defined. Most of the time, it just goes based on how you feel about it, like in this
Based?
case with Honkai Star
Based?
Rail and Granblue Fantasy.
Based on what?
If you like it, it's an homage. The creators are so cultured for referencing the pillar of gacha history. But if you don't, then it's plagiarism. How dare they steal? They're just lazy. For the most part, I never really cared for these kinds of conversations. Characters looking similar is something common not just in gacha, but in otaku media in general. But when the homage is treated as the original and the original is treated as plagiarism, then we have a big problem. This is Mushimaro. They are the artist who designed the original Lucifer character from Rage of Bahamut, and they actually made a post weighing in on all of this too. This is what they said. The design has been carried over and it fills me with a sense
I
of...
swear, I didn't thought Ryugo Sensei was gonna start speaking in Japanese. Like, bro will just show the Japanese kanji and then bro is gonna start saying, I would love to hear Ryugo talking in Japanese, bro. Right, please make it next time. Yeah, just say the whole thing in Japanese. Then check and have a Japanese lesson.
Deep nostalgia. No matter how many times I...
There. Bro, I will play the whole thing, but unfortunately, because of YouTube DMCA, I can't fucking play it because the music is definitely DMCA, but very, very cool.
Drew Lucifer, he just ended up looking like a host who couldn't sell no matter what, and struggling through all the trials to arrive at this design is a fond memory. I think this was the last Lucy that I drew. There's a bit of Japanese imoashi going on here, so I just want to decode that first line, especially as it's a response to this post about similar designs. Him saying the design has been carried over and it fills me with a sense of deep nostalgia is a subtle way of acknowledging that his design is the original and that he hopes that people are aware of that, but also that he's fine with other characters having similar designs too. To be clear, personally, I don't think it's malicious. I just think there's a general lack of knowledge about the history of things out there, and it's the reason why I wanted to make this video. So I hope this video has helped shed some light on that. What I will say though is that if the game and company that you love so much has a track record of many, let's just say, inspirations, then maybe those who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, eh? But what do you think?
Whoa, that sounds really warlike.
Don't forget to like, comment,
very, very interesting. TLDR,
so
the gacha community does not read and they have no idea what is the situation outside of their respective gacha game bubbles. Thank you so much for the exceptional Subarashi video, and I'll see you guys on the Clips channel. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bang. Thank you. Thank you. Also, where is the the Phainon situation? Crazy. Okay, let me play my goddamn level 40, right? Let me play my goddamn level 40. I see him mighty a lot, but like the fact that bro has wings, it makes it like a lot more resembling of Mr. Phainon anyways. But we do have double level 60. I am actually completely fucking broke, low-key, because we ran out of all that experience stuff, but we are just gonna commit right here. Thank you. Oh, she stole from Ashra Yao? Oh, is that so? Oh, she's stealing from Ashra Yao. Alright, yep, she stole from... this is actually Ashra Yao. I see. And never this. Another day, another war.
You have cooled your last cool, my man.